Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds for the vacant British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championships. Let's first welcome to the ring from Northampton, Ashley Flash Lane!
Well, Ashley Lane might just be getting better with age. It's a second British title challenge for him tonight, and he's ready to put it all on the line here at York Hall.
And now let's welcome to the ring from Streatham, Chris Brutal Bourke!
Well, Chris Bourke is back in familiar territory, desperate to win a British title. Is tonight the night for him?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds for the vacant British and Commonwealth Bantamweight Championships. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensbury, along with their great sponsors, 32 Red and Unibet. The bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your steward in charge is Des Rees, along with the Commonwealth Boxing Council. The supervisor, Debbie Dan. Introducing your three scoring judges from ringside. From Harrow, Mr. Kieran McCann. From Hawley, Mr. Mark Bates. And from Birmingham, Mr. Terry O'Connor. Your timekeeper is Mark Shannon. And your referee, A-star referee Lee Every from South Oxy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. This is the main event of the evening, and this is TNT Sports Boxing! Introducing first in the red corner, he has a record of 17 wins, 10 defeats and 2 draws, with 2 big wins coming by way of knockout. At the weigh-in, he scaled 8 stone 5 pounds, and tonight he wears the white and gold shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting from Northampton, the former Commonwealth Super Bantamweight Champion and the reigning English Bantamweight Champion, Ashley Flash Lane! And across the ring in the blue corner, he has a record of 13 wins, only 1 defeat, with 8 big wins coming by way of knockout. At the weigh-in, He scaled 8 stone 5 pounds, and tonight he wears the black and gold shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Streatham, the former WBC International Champion and the former Southern Area Super Bantamweight Champion, Chris Bruto.
OK, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both. Good luck.
So it'll be second time lucky for one of these two tonight. It's a second tilted to Lonsdale belt for both of them, with the vacant Commonwealth title on the line as well. Bourke was beaten by Mark Leach here 2 years ago. Lane lost to Brad Foster in 2019. Bourke's got the better record. Lane might be hitting his peak after 13 years as a professional. Whichever way you look at it, it's a huge opportunity for both of them, Richard.
Yes, it is. And straight away, you're looking at tactics on that front foot. Ashley Lane wants to close that gap down, but he's got to watch it. He really has. Bourke is a deceiving puncher. He can hit with his left hand, but also he's got a very powerful right hook. But Ashley Lane on that front foot, taking the contest to Chris Bourke. But just got to watch it as he's going forward.
White shorts trimmed with gold for Ashley Lane. Chris Bourke, the favourite. The black trunks with the gold tassels. Clash of styles, and Ashley Lane started here on the front foot, trying to take the fight to Bourke. Lane's been a professional 7 years longer than his opponent tonight. He's lost 10 times, but comes into this one with 3 wins in a row, including a surprise win against the then unbeaten Jordan Perkis in his last fight. Bourke's only lost once. He's taller than Lane, and he's fighting as a genuine bantamweight for the first time tonight. His British title challenge against Leach was at Super Bantam. He's the man with the crowd tonight, isn't he, Bourke? He's a Millwall fan, he's from Streatham, and I think he's got about 180 in here cheering him on. Yeah, and it's his left hand that's doing the damage here for Bourke, because Ashley Lane is coming forward, walking forward, trying to close that gap down. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get up close and land his own left hook. There he was there, but he's got to watch out for the left uppercut from Bourke. Bourke just taking that back step, he's creating a bit of space, and then he's punching into that space with that uppercut and that left hand. There it was again, left uppercut to the body. So Lane has got to move his head. His feet have got to be a little bit quicker. He's a little bit too slow as he's coming forward, but I can understand the tactics, what he's doing. Really good atmosphere inside York Hall. They've been waiting for this one tonight. Wonderful arena for a fight like this. Frank Warren just said this is what this arena is built for. British title fights like this one.
Not bad there from Ashley Lane. Got to move more to his left though, Fletch. The problem that Ashley Lane's got as he's coming forward, his feet is coming a little bit too square, and that's allowing Bourke to land that uppercut and that left hand, especially when he takes a back step or he brings him onto the shot. So Ashley Lane, fast and busy, got to move more to his left, away from that big left hand.
All the aggression, the come forward action from Ashley Lane, but he's counter-punching really well here in the first round, Bourke, and picking him off as he comes in, and there's already damage to Ashley Lane's face. He's cut already.
Yeah, cut above the right eye, just a slight cut. But yeah, it's better boxing from Bourke on that back foot, picking his shots. Like I said, Lane's feet have got to be quicker. It's got to be more sustained pressure, Fletch.
Final few seconds of the first round has seen Ashley Lane cut, and Chris Bourke operate very well, moving backwards as a counter-puncher. So that's inside the Ashley Lane corner. Liz Norris is handling the cuts in there tonight. She's got work to do already. It's just been signalled to the judges by Lee Every. It was caused by a punch.
Well, Ashley Lane here on the front foot, missing the target. We think that they may have come there, but the referee's saying it was a punch. Well, here just misses and just falls in, and the heads do clash there.
Yeah, it has been signalled though to the judges that it was caused by a punch. So that's the way that it's going to be scored. Now then, what kind of effect is that early damage going to have on Ashley Lane, who's going to come forward. It's the only way he knows. Bourke at the moment dealing with it well.
Yes, he is. He's dealing with the pressure. This is better from Lane. Got to let his hands go, as his coach was saying in that corner. But at the moment, I think Bourke is handling the pace. That's why the pace has got to be really quick from Lane. If he slows it down, it will suit Bourke better.
Lane did say in the build-up that he intends to start fast tonight. He wants to be in Bourke's face, and that's exactly where he is. The flip side is that Bourke's grown into the 3 fights that he's had since the Leach defeat. So that's a little fascinating side to all of this. And Lane did suggest yesterday that Bourke might be tight at the weight, and if he could take him into the second half, he feels there might be an advantage. But this has started exactly the way we thought it might.
Yeah, it's action-packed. He's just making fundamental mistakes, Lane, as he's coming forward. His feet keep coming square, Fletch, and that's when he's going to walk onto that left hand. There's the left uppercut there that's missed the target. So Lane, he's got to watch what he's doing. A little bit more head movement, and like his coach said, move more to the left.
Blood flowing from the cut already, halfway through the second round, scheduled for 12. The vacant British and Commonwealth bantamweight belts on the line.
Stop boxing!
Oh, good shots there from Bourke. Lane just walked onto them, didn't he? Those feet just slowed slightly, but it's Bourke adjusting the feet going backwards and then bring him onto the shots. Good boxing from Bourke.
It's been a bit predictable so far, hasn't he, Lane? Coming in straight, Chris Bourke able to pick him off. And he'll be really happy by the way this fight started. Chris Bourke, who was a big favourite coming in. Ashley Lane, who's won 17 of his 29 fights. He's been beaten 10 times, so he shows that if you persevere and keep going, you can get the opportunity to fight for the Lonsdale belt. And the early signs are that he's got his work cut out here.
Yes, he has indeed. Got to sustain that pressure, and again, ring position is crucial for Ashley Lane. He's got to try and get Bourke onto the ropes. But Bourke boxing well on the back foot. He's handling the pressure. But it's action-packed, this one, Fletch.
Final few seconds of the second round. And they'll get to work on that cut between rounds again. Liz Norris in the Ashley Lane corner. Everything that Bourke lands is cheered to the rafters inside York Hall. He's got the supporters packed in here tonight. Very atmospheric, historic venue, and there's the bell.
Go, 2s and 3s. He's getting tired, yeah?
Welcome back to York Hall. That's Dean Lewis talking to Ashley Lane in the corner. Kieran Farrell was talking at the end of the first. Now Dean Lewis has stepped in to give hit instructions in the second, and Liz Norris is handling the cut in there. So it was Lee Haskins, by the way, that trained him for the fight. He's not here tonight, doesn't have a trainer's licence, so it's a bit of a mixed bag in there. Lots of information being given to Ashley Lane.
Well, yeah, Dean Lewis there, I think, was very good with his instructions. He's telling his boxer to double that jab up and quicken the feet and just get his head to the side, because he feels he's coming in on straight lines. But to close that gap down, that double jab right hand isn't a bad combination at all. Let's see if he can do it. That's his problem, his feet just keep coming too square. See, he's square on now, although he's got Bourke on the ropes there, but when those feet come square, that's when you'll walk onto a shot. You're wide open.
One thing we do know, though, from Ashley Lane is he's going to give absolutely everything in there. He's not going to take a backward step. He's going to empty the tank. If he wins tonight, he fulfills a lifelong ambition. The same will be said of Chris Bourke, who was devastated the night he lost to Mark Leach. He's picked himself up and come again, and he's had the better of the opening couple of rounds here. Yeah,
this is not bad there from Ashley Lane, switching the attack, starting off downstairs, then switching to the head. So that wasn't too bad at all from Ashley Lane. That's what's needed from him. Sustained pressure, punches in bunches. That's what he needs.
Good left hand there from Bourke. The last time Lane fought a southpaw, he lost. That was back in 2020. Bourke providing a big test in that regard tonight. The title they're fighting for tonight, by the way, available because it was vacated by Sean McGoldrick. Halfway through the third here of an action-packed fight. Great shot right onto the chin of Ashley Lane from Chris Bourke. Short and sharp, but certainly found the target.
Yeah, good shot. The eye-catching shot there was from Bourke. But the volume of punches definitely coming from Ashley Lane, who's having a better round this round, but just gets caught with the odd eye-catcher there from Bourke.
I think that's been the story so far, Richie, hasn't it? The volume is coming from Lane, but the accurate stuff, the sharper stuff, the damaging stuff is coming from Bourke to this point.
Yeah, quality of punch as well is definitely from Bourke. You can just see the bit snap in his shots, in his work. But this is better. This is what's needed. He's taking a lot of risks, but nevertheless, yes, good sustained pressure there from Ashley Lane. That's good.
Final 30 seconds of round number 3. Bourke up on his toes, catching Lane as he came in. That's a decent right hand though by Lane, with Bourke feeling the ropes against his back. He caught him square there, Richie.
Yeah, good shot, and then he switched downstairs, didn't he, with a couple of body shots. So this is a better round for Ashley Lane. I think the volume has just paid dividends here for him in this round.
And there's the bell.
Every shot, and what you're doing as well, you're not coming out the right way. What was worked? Come on, suck it in. He's coming in.
Martin Bowers in the corner there, not too happy with the way that round went. I agree with him. He got sucked into a bit of a toe-to-toe battle there. That was a good shot there from Lane. He wants Bourke to box more at distance, and I agree with that.
Well, there is Ashley Lane, all 5'4" of him, 33 years old, his 30th fight, having turned over in 2011. Flying the flag tonight for Northampton, a week after Ethan James from the town lost his unbeaten record. He's the 6th man from Northampton to challenge for the British title at this weight, and the first since Alan Foster in 2003.
So Ashley Lane's having a little bit more success here because he's coming forward. And I think Chris Bourke, because he occasionally just drifts back onto the ropes, and that's allowing Ashley Lane then to pour on a little bit more pressure. That's better boxing though on the back foot from Bourke. So it's interesting how it's turning out, Fletch, because Ashley Lane is getting through, but as we've said, that quality work is coming from Bourke.
Yeah, Martin Bowers was quite clear, there's no need to have a fight with him, just box, but it's hard to keep him off because he just comes marauding in, doesn't he, Lane, and doesn't give you a second to think.
I think the gum shield actually come out there, Ashley Lane. But this is when your movement, if you're the defending boxer's got to be circular, you've got to go around little side steps. You can't afford to back up onto the ropes. That's what Lane wants. Because once you get back on the ropes, your feet come square and your movement's restricted. See Lane again having better success because Bourke is basically backed up on those ropes.
I think everybody expected this to be a good fight. That's certainly the way that it started. 4th round, halfway through. And if either of them have skipped anything by way of conditioning, they'll get found out in there tonight.
The ring is the lie detector test. They have to train very hard for this one. Peak condition.
The Bourke corner were just giving him instructions there to throw the uppercut a little bit more. I think they feel that Lane's susceptible to that when he comes in.
Yeah, again though, he's being dragged into it here. This is better for Ashley Lane. It's scrappy, it's messy, but Bourke, better shots there from him, but he's just being dragged in, and his coach will be a little bit disappointed again. Got to maintain that gap, Chris Bourke, but it's difficult.
Ashley Lane at the moment making Chris Bourke fight his fight. 30 seconds to go in the 4th.
And if Chris Bourke is tight on the weight, then this is going to be a real draining contest for him. Because Ashley Lane, right from the word go, he's just on, keeps coming forward, doesn't he? Like an all or nothing approach from Ashley Lane, just going for it.
Who can blame him, Richie, when you think what he's been through and what he's had to endure and the perseverance and determination he's had to show to be here tonight. Why would you do anything else than giving everything you've got? Welcome back to York Hall. While you were away, both corners were getting extremely heated. I mean, the riot act has pretty much been read to both of them in there. Yes, but Martin Bowers again certainly not happy, is he, with Bourke? He feels that he's really allowed Ashley Lane back into this, and I agree with him. I think this is a close fight now. Bourke's 29, 4 years younger than Lane. He's hoping to be the 5th British champion to come out to the Peacock Gym. Richie Wenton, Opal Mackenzie, Daniel Dubar and Denzel Bentley have gone before him. He's a Millwall fan as well, Richie, so just be careful about giving him too much support tonight. They play your beloved Baggies on Good Friday.
Yeah, they do indeed. And he's handling, that's not too bad there for Bourke, but again, Ashley Lane, he looks like he's got the confidence, the momentum is with Ashley Lane. He's had success, that spurred him on. He's closing that gap down, dragging Chris Bourke into a toe-to-toe battle, which is suiting his style.
Bourke on the move, up on his toes, trying to pop out that southpaw jab. Lane continues to stand right in front of him. I mean, you could stick a newspaper down on the canvas and make them stand on it. They wouldn't really take a step off it, would they, at the moment?
Volume of shots again from Ashley Lane. Just keeps coming forward. Bourke accuracy is just eluded him at this stage. Fletch earlier on, he was catching Ashley Lane with those left hands, but now again being dragged in, and it's scrappy, but that, you know, is suiting Lane, and you can see the confidence growing in him. I think Bourke has got to pull a few quality shots out here.
It's fascinating to know the way the judges are seeing it, whether they're scoring it on the accuracy of Bourke or the aggression and volume of Ashley Lane. Mark Bates, Lee Every and Kieran McCann. Terry O'Connor, the men that matter, continues to walk him down Ashley Lane. All energy in there. Just missing with that long uppercut, but he continues to throw a high volume of shots, and Bourke at the moment is finding it so hard to keep him off.
Can't keep him off at all, can he? Keeps drifting back to the ropes. He'll set himself and just try and catch him as he's coming forward, but Ashley Lane again. Making it scrappy on the inside. It's ugly, but that suits him, doesn't it? And again, he's been a little bit more successful than Chris Bourke on the inside.
Well, it's been 5 rounds, typical of the venue. British title fights in this building just seem to have that little extra.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Both of them standing toe-to-toe. I mean, despite the constant message from Martin Bowers to fight a different fight, I'm not sure whether Bourke's able to do so.
It's a great point, Fletch.
Listen to me. When you back him up, I need you to sit down a little bit, like we've been working in the gym, and put them shots right through. Yeah? I don't want you just throwing little shots. Get the feet in, sit down, and let them go properly. 2s and 3s, not 4s, 5. Bang, bang, bang. Let them go. Sit down on your shots. You listen to what we're saying.
He's trying to box on the outside.
He's shattered.
You need to get your feet in with him. You need to keep your feet in with him.
He's trying to bully you out of this. Is he going to bully you out of this? He's bollocks. So let's get our head on. Go up.
The Ashley Lane corner, the messages in there are a lot more positive than we're seeing in the Chris Bourke corner right now.
I think the boxer Ashley Lane in the corner, you can see the confidence that they've got. He's turned it around for me.
Yeah, that's the way that Richie's got it. First 2 rounds for Chris Bourke. He's then given 3 in a row for Ashley Lane. So the pressure and the volume and the constant desire to come forward, paying dividends on Richie's card at the moment for Lane. I mean, just going back to what we were saying at the end of the previous round, I know what they want Bourke to do, but he's not able to do it right now.
Just can't keep him off, can he? It's going to be fast hands, fast feet, move, circular movement, a lot of side steps, and go around the opponent, try and stay in the centre of the ring, avoid the outside of the ring and the ropes at all costs. You see, that's what he's got to do better. Move around and then stay in that centre. He's being pushed back to the ropes. Then it looks so much more impressive then from the boxer going forward. And if your feet come square on them ropes, you just invite the pressure again.
Bourke trying to move, but in doing so, he just gets dragged back into this toe-to-toe slugfest by Ashley Lane. Dean Lewis was saying between rounds, don't worry about 4 and 5 shots, just throw 2 and 3, but make sure you dig your toes in the canvas and throw heavy shots. One thing he isn't though, Richie, is anybody with stoppage power. Only 2 stoppage victories for Ashley Lane, so he does tend to have to go long in fights. But of course you can break people down like that. He's throwing a ton of punches in there tonight.
Yeah, very experienced. And set out his stall right from the opening bell. Oh, that's a good shot there from Ashley Lane.
Right on cue, Bourke under pressure. And Lane is going to continue to throw with the legs are wobbling. And Liebra is close by, and these are worrying times for Bourke, who's on unsteady legs. The pressure of Ashley Lane is breaking him down. He's emptying the tank here, Lane, trying to get the stoppage. And eventually, Bourke lands on the canvas, but he was pushed down. And he is going to get a precious few seconds to get a reprieve. But Liebra's had a long look into his eyes, and here comes Lane again. Letting the punches go, there's no respite, no escape. Ashley Lane fighting the fight of his life in there, trying to win the British title, and he's done it. Ashley Lane wins the British bantamweight title. He picks up the Commonwealth title in the process too. And a lifelong dream becomes reality at York Hall. He was brilliant in there. He gave absolutely everything. And in the end, he simply broke the spirit and broke the will of Chris Bourke. And he will take the precious Lonsdale belt back to Northampton tonight.
What a performance that is from Ashley Lane. That one shot that he caught Chris Bourke, then he just slumped back onto the ropes, slightly Bourke, and Ashley Lane then seized the opportunity. He's seen the openings there and just carried on with the pressure, sustaining the pressure, and he would not be denied. Chris Bourke did well to actually stay on his feet. I thought when he went to the canvas, he was thrown to the canvas, but that gave him a bit of a breather, gave him a few vital seconds. But Ashley Lane wouldn't be denied flesh. He just kept going.
Rich, he started boxing after being bullied at school. He had a hard upbringing, lots of challenges to overcome. He started with John Daly at the gym in Northampton, and they're still together. And he's here tonight, and they will take the Lonsdale belt home together. He's never given up, he never takes a backward step, and he's a real lesson of how you can turn your life around through determination and perseverance, and this just epitomises his performance tonight.
Yeah, incredible. That first right hand and then Bourke went onto the ropes, and Ashley Lane knew, and boxers know when they've actually connected with a good shot, and he just kept going. 3s, 4s, 5s, 6 punch combinations going in. He just sustained the pressure. Then he actually throws him to the canvas here. That gave him a little bit of a respite, but Ashley Lane just kept it going. Another big shot coming up. There it is there. That just one just missed, but just kept it going. Left hook, and then he just keeps going with the right hand. The referee's having a look. He's seen enough. What a performance from Ashley Lane. Seized that opportunity. Yeah, that was good stuff from him. He's turned the contest totally around, and he's British champion.
Well, it's been a night where every fight has ended inside the distance, but none of them mean as much as that means to Ashley Lane. He's the British and Commonwealth bantamweight titles. It was a great fight while it lasted. The official result from Dev Sani.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a round of applause for both brilliant fighters who gave it their all here tonight. At the time of 2 minutes 9 seconds in the 6th round, your referee calls a halt to this contest. Therefore, your winner and the new British and Commonwealth bantamweight champion, Ashley Lane.
not sure whether he can quite believe it. It will eventually sink in. But at 33, after 10 defeats, Ashley Lane is the British and Commonwealth bantamweight champion after a quite outstanding performance to bring to an end a fantastic night here at York Hall.
And that right there is why we love York Hall, and that right there is why we love British title fights. Reaction from Anthony Collett and Steve Bunt in a moment, but first a reminder that live rugby returns to TNT Sports tomorrow.
Ash, we're going to take a moment just to allow you to just take this in. And I want you to think about everything that you've been through, mate. Everything that you've turned around and had to fight for. Bunty just alluded to it there in the punditry. Every journey that you've been through, the ups and the downs. To now sit here with the Lonsdale there and the Commonwealth there, I see the smile on your face, man. You tell me how you're feeling.
I started boxing at 15 because I was bullied all the way through my childhood. I found a Cotton Boxing Club in Northampton under John Daly, who's here tonight. And I just fell in love with the sport, you know. I mean, I left home at 18. I was homeless a few times. I moved to Devon, I moved back to Northampton and down to Bristol to train with Lee Haskins, you know, when he was European champion. And yeah, but my life's been up and down, like from homeless, suicidal, no money, nowhere to live. Like, it's just been brutal. But I've ever since when I was 15 and I first started boxing, I had an interview with Matt Bowser in Northampton as an amateur, and he said to me, he said, what are your aspirations? And I turned around and I said to him, nobody from Northampton Town's ever won a British title. And I said I'd be the first, and that's my target. Here I am. I'm the first from Northampton, and I'm happy to pave the way for the rest of the lads now.
You tell me exactly what that feels like, because I think about just summer, Kieran Conway is just one that comes to my mind, and the tutelage of fighters that have come out of Northampton beforehand. But you are the first, right? There's going to be a lot of boys and girls right now sitting there saying, I want to be like Ashley Lane. Yeah. How does that make you feel, man? Oh, man, that
makes me so proud, you know. I mean, when I was an amateur, we had the kids like Carl Fale and Benjamin Fale just starting out, and they're doing wicked as professionals now as well. I can see them coming through, following the footsteps, and you know, I've been really good friends with them over the years. And we had some other boxers that have kind of fallen wayside, but it's amazing when you go down that gym and you see those little kids and they look up to you and they're inspired by you. I'm just a humble guy that's been homeless and had nothing, you know, and I look what I've made of myself. I mean, I think it's amazing, but you got your little kids, I think it's even better. Yeah, and you know, I mean, if I can inspire these kids, and that's the best thing you can do.
I want you to talk about the adjustments, because sometimes we talk about the team, but I want to talk about the whole team, especially what Liz did in the corner for you there. That's not an easy cut to turn man and handle at any point. Top job. It was alluded to a number of times throughout the broadcast. Top job, because it allowed you to turn man and do. You tell me about the adjustments that made for you mentally.
To be honest, it didn't bother me because I knew it was between the eyes. I knew it wasn't going into my eye, so it didn't bother me at all. The ref said it was from a punch. I know it was from the head clash because I felt it.
Just standing there,
you know.
Liz Norris come at 24 hours notice.
Yeah,
the best cuts woman in the business.
Liz, yeah, smashed it. If I play Liz, well, newest member of the team, you know, but yeah, like it didn't bother me because I knew it wasn't going in my eye. I knew like you can't stop a fight on a cut that's not hindering the fight, so it didn't bother me at all.
I just want to know now, how does your mentality switch? Because you've been the hunter for so long, and now you're going to be the person that's going to be hunted. So how does it switch now for you, Ash, in your mind?
Well, since I won the English, I've been hunted by a few kids, you know, I call my names out. And some of them are just laughable, you know. You got some good kids and got some laughable kids, but now I've won the British, there's going to be even more people on my tail. But I can tell you categorically, one fight that's on my mind, one fight only. That's Thomas Asomba for the European. Yeah. Let's put it all on the line. British, Commonwealth, and European title. Yeah. Let's do it this summer. Look, Asomba's a class kid. I think it was in the Olympics. He's boxed some wicked fighters. And look, I respect him a lot. He's a credit to the sport. He's done the hard way like I have. And he's achieved massive. So why don't we put me and Asomba, two inspirational boxers, as one of the top fights on TV for the European, British and Commonwealth. Do it for all the marbles.
Mate, you're doing it all. You're doing everyone's job for you tonight. I like it.
I'm going to talk with the talk, you know.
I'm very articulate. I will give you that. I want to give you the final word though tonight, because we can talk about the defeats. That's one thing. But fighters always tell me it's the defeats that make you a better person. We can talk about the gold that's sitting on your waist right now. That's another thing. Yeah. But I want you to just talk about this York Hall and this experience for you, and where this night will sit in your memory bank.
This night will sit forever in my memory books. I've jumped about it from the age of 15. And it's been on my mind 24/7 for the last few months. I've worked day and night, you know, everything, man, for this. and it'll live in my mind and my heart forever until I die. And that's it, you know. It's just, could be the pinnacle of my career. Unless I win the European against somebody, then that, you know, at that point, you know, I mean, we might have another pinnacle of the career, but well, for that's it, you know. I'm very, very happy.
He's won 3 belts in 2 fights, and he was regarded as a journeyman.
Yeah.
And now he's not. And now he's the champion, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
And I've got to say, the first British champion from Northampton. I've had some good boxers here, so I've got to put my head in it. Absolutely.
We could keep going on. We could keep going on, you know.
I can only imagine that journey back home to Northampton is going to feel that little bit sweeter, man. Enjoy this moment, and as you said, innit, you deserve every moment of this. Man.
Thank you very much.
Top, man. Appreciate it.
We could watch those guys speak all night.